All right, a beautiful welcome. My name is Rose Blossom. You're welcome to Women's Corner, where we talk about everything that has to do with a woman, empowering women, selling ourselves. And of course, when there are trending issues that relate to women, we'll pick a topic and we'll discuss about it. Today is going to be quite different because we want to tell a success story of women who are making waves in the society, and of course they are grooming other women and ladies to be just like them. So this platform is for all women that want to project the positivity a woman should have, or a woman definitely have, in the society, and of course to bring up the young ones, the young girls, giving them the morale, the attitude, the great attitude and character and charisma to be able to do better for themselves. Remember, we're streaming on Facebook, on Twitter at Galaxy Television, and you can join us on YouTube channels. We have Galaxy TV News, Galaxy TV Comedy, and of course you can be part of the show. If you want to just go to our social media handles and of course send in your message, your request, and of course you can be part of the show. Like I said, today we're talking about success story. But before I introduce my guest who is about to share her success story of how she became what she is right now, and of course the more she wants to get from the society. Let's quickly go on a short break, and after the short break we'll continue the program. Stay with us. All right, you're welcome back. Today we have Ayobami Omoniwa. She is a counselor. She's a family life practitioner. She is a founder of Heightened Peace Hub Limited. Good morning, Ayobami.
Good morning. Good morning, Blue.
Good morning. It's good to have you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Today is going to be quite very interesting because, of course, we want you to share your success story. But first, I would like to ask, a lot of people tend to want to just cancel people maybe because of the trending things or the things happening around their environment. Yeah, so we're going to leave canceling aside. What made you actually toe the line of a family life practitioner? Because I know it takes time, and for you to be certified, it takes a whole lot. I'm very certain of that one. So tell us, what was the journey like? What was the ginger? What was that thing that drove you, to be able to say, I want to do this and I want to do it right?
Okay. All right. Thank you again and good morning. So maybe like some women, I started out on a different career path. And when marriage happened, I had to take a course. However, when I was getting back, I also started out chasing another.
Oh, network. Okay. While we're waiting for Ayobami to join us again, I think the network is bad. Hopefully, we'll try to sort it out if it's from our side or from her side. But while we're still waiting, trust me, I always have different packages to run the program with. Okay, the first one we're going to talk about is tips on health and wellness. And this is because in as much as you want to drive through whatever you want to achieve tomorrow, there's something about having your health. There's something about being mentally stable. There's something about your own wellness. It's something that is very key. If you want to become the president of Nigeria tomorrow, you have a lot to do. So if you're not capable, you'll probably not be able to even stay the tenure you're supposed to. I'm very certain a lot of people have seen some person take the leadership role, and in fact I have a friend where this is a he, having the black beards and all of that, and the moment he took up a responsibility, in less than a year he had so many white beards. And of course I'm still trying to wonder, is it so much stress or the so much thinking or critical thinking one has to go through that it was result to having so much white? And of course, yes, even hair loss, if you don't have enough rest, if you don't eat well, it's a lot of things that affect the human body. And if you do not have this balanced health, you definitely will not be able to pursue. Even if you're pursuing, just halfway, you probably won't be able to get or achieve that goal, or someone else will probably reap the fruit of your labor. And we all know that sometimes when you have what they call the next of kin, people will avoid, I don't want to have my next of kin spend my money, because they'll spend it the way we can't even spend it if we are privileged to spend the money. Anyways, not too much talk. Let's quickly go for tips on wellness and health. We'll be right back after that. Hopefully Ayobami network will be stable, or us will be able to continue the program. Stay with us.
Tips on health and wellness. Eat real food. Real food is all single ingredient foods that are unprocessed and free of additives. Incorporating these foods into your day can help improve your health, manage your weight, and give you energy. The snack smart. It's easy to mind this snack throughout the day, so make sure your snack choices aren't weighing you down. Mixed nuts, veggies, Greek yogurt, even a piece of dark chocolate are all great options that will keep you feeling satisfied. Start your day with a glass of water. Your body goes quite a few hours without hydration as you sleep. Drinking a full glass of water in the morning can aid digestion, flush out toxins, enhance skin health, and give you an energy boost. Begin with something positive. Wake up and do something that inspires you, like journaling, walking in nature, or other hobbies. Whether it's productive or relaxing, beginning your morning on the right foot can cultivate a positive mindset and set the tone of the entire day. Get plenty of sleep. Sleep is just as important as eating healthy and exercising. From improving your productivity and concentration to helping support your overall health, getting the recommended hours of sleep per night can have a major impact on your well-being. Manage your money. Money worries are oftentimes a big source of stress for some people. Saving for the future, or mortgages and paying off loans, it all add up. Create a priority list for yourself and determine a realistic budget to provide yourself some relief.
All right, welcome back. Now that's tips for wellness and health. And of course, you hear they said balancing your diet, you have to get enough sleep, you have to drink water, and at the same time, you have to make sure that you try as much as possible to eat more vegetables. It cannot be well overrated, to be honest. You just have to be well and healthy. Okay, we're talking about the success story of Ayobami Omoniwa. If we have a back, can we put it on the screen, please, so we can continue our conversation? Do we have Ayobami Omoniwa? If she's not ready, let's go for our next tip. And this one, I know recently, I think about maybe August, we did a homemade, no, seafood pasta, where you had to put the crayfish, the different sort of things. Please, that's not my jurisdiction. But anyways, it was amazing from Chef Peace. And of course, this time around, Chef Peace had to share another homemade pasta where this one is just for every regular home. But to be honest, when I saw this pasta, I was like, really? Do you actually think that people can actually afford making this kind of pasta, even though you call it homemade? But trust Chef, they always make it look easy and make it look cheap. But we know what the market is talking about, what the market is saying when it comes to foodstuff and buying of foodstuffs. Anyway, let's go check these cooking tips on homemade pasta, and hopefully we'll be able to continue the program with Ayobami Omoniwa. Stay with us. I don't know what's going on.
Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. It's Cherry Street here. So today we're gonna be cooking some yummy meals. We're gonna be making yummy delicious meals. Recipes are very simple. I hope you guys try them out. But before we get cooking, please don't forget to follow me on my business page at cherry_treats on IG. Also my personal page at Peace Alazie on IG. So guys, let's get cooking. Hey guys, so today we're gonna be making creamy pasta. Yes, here's me showing you what we'll be using. We're using the penny pasta and our normal spaghetti. So add that to a boiling water with a pinch of salt and allow that to simmer and boil for a few minutes. In another pan, we're gonna be stir frying our bacon, sausages, shrimps, chicken, and our protein we're going to be using. So pop, have your oil, onions, and our tomato meat. Allow that to boil for a few minutes, and then we'll spice it up. So I'm using normal seasoning cubes, and I'm also going to be using adobo seasoning, salt to taste, onion powder, chicken seasoning, and any other seasoning you want to add to this tomato mix is fine. So there's our garlic, and our protein and our cream. Yes, I'm using coconut cream. You can also use normal cooking cream. I didn't use too much cream for this because I really don't like it super creamy. So allow that to simmer for a few minutes. Here's me still stir frying our shrimps. I added a little bit of cheese to this mix. I didn't record that part, sorry. So all our stir fried protein goes into this mix. I also added a bit of fresh parsley to this mix. It gives it that kick you really love. So add it up, add everything up into this delicious creamy mix. And yes, allow that to simmer for a few minutes. Just allow it simmer on low heat. Yes, after that, we're gonna be adding our boiled pasta. Yes, guys, I used tomato mix for this particular recipe because I didn't know how my kids were gonna accept this meal, so I wanted them to still feel that yes, they are eating our normal jollof spaghetti. And guys, yes, this meal was really yummy, like yummy to the very last bite. It's super easy, super tasty. I'm sure you would love to try this. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. Yes, it's still on Women's Corner where you get cooking tips, you get how I put it, fashion tips, you get beauty tips, and of course at the same time you still get some healthy tips and some life, excuse me, some life. Excuse me, apologies for that, and some life hacks, of course. So we still have Ayobami Omoniwa. You must tell your success story today, whether the network likes it or not. You're welcome again to the program.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Okay, so
Okay.
I was saying how that, I just naturally, attract people who wanted counsel. And although I didn't know what they saw and how they feel that, oh, I can. Some people will even say, oh, I need you to speak to my wife, or I need you to speak to my husband. And I was doing that without getting paid. And I loved to do it. I mean, that was my happy place, like my happy moments every time I'm doing that. However, I didn't think much of it. And I was still pursuing what I wanted. And there was this time where my mentor called me and said, oh, for every time I call you, you are either resolving conflict or you are being there for somebody who is going through a marital crisis. And she said, Hayo, why don't you, get trained, get certified so that you can get equipped to better help these people? And then it struck me that I've had moments where I am talking to young people and counseling them. And sometimes I'm encouraging some living lover and encouraging them to make a commitment. And so when I come to reality, I always think, oh, who around me needs this kind of help? I didn't think that was a pointer until my mentor, who of course is a person of faith, who now, woke me up and be like, can you see this? And then, that's how the journey began. Absolutely. That's how it began.
Okay, thank you very much for having that story shared. It's something beautiful, and this is one of the things I think even in our educational system we have to embrace. When you see someone, a child, a grown-up, towing toward this line, enjoying it without even being paid, I think it's good if you now take it serious and start making a source of income from it, which is amazing. So now tell us the story of how you decided to be a founder of such an amazing foundation. When I saw the name, I saw heightened heightened peace hub. I was like, okay, heightened peace.
Yeah.
That's the height of peace you could actually get when you have peace,
Yeah.
and it's now heightened. In fact, it's as good as saying you've gotten to your place of goal. So first, I just want to know what made you venture into having a foundation, and at the same time, why that name? Because that name on its own is a very strong word to actually coin your foundation with.
Okay, so again, I'll say that I'm a person of faith. And so when I got that name in my spirit, I thought that it meant something else. I thought that, I didn't think it was in family life. I thought, oh, how we have on Instagram, we have House of Peace, and it just means maybe a fashion house. So again, that's why it's important for you to surround yourself with people who are wise and people who are like a voice of reasoning. So I mean, I was practically chasing after something else and didn't pay attention to what my spirit was saying eventually. But thankfully, I have people, I have mentor who can say, can you search within your spirit? This is the direction. And then I paid attention to myself. So yeah, it was something that I got. I mean, when I told her the name, she also smiled. Yeah, it was something that I didn't coin. I got it from my core. I would say that I got it from my core. And so as a woman, whatever your journey is, in my journey of discovery, I've realized that your starting point at all should be your connection to your source. Your starting point at all should be your connection to your source, to your source. So, in whatever level you are, whatever, journey of life. So connecting to your source, things just come up and people be like, oh, how did you get that? Because it's coming from your core. So, I think that it's fair to say that I didn't coin it. I didn't try to form it. I got it from deep within me, and it speaks to what I'm doing. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, now let's talk about the foundation. In your foundation, what exactly are those things that you do? And in fact, I'm going to definitely ask you for one of the most challenging parts, having this foundation, having to source it. And of course, there's its welfare finances, especially in this economy, because I know a lot of people are well driven. They're probably even certified. They had to go to the school to get these things, but they do not have the well-to-do to be able to have a foundation, and they don't even know where to go or how to even start it up. But before we go into that, what exactly is Heightened Peace Hub? What exactly is it about, so that people can key into this and probably run by you if they need to run by you based on what you people stand for, the vision and all of that? Okay, all right, I think we're frozen again. Okay, let's go for another tips. Let's go for tips on health and wellness. We took that already, but let's have that already again, so we can have Ayobami said, well, when I called her during the time we had some break, she actually said her Wi-Fi keeps tripping off. So it's unfortunate, not network this time around, but the Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi, please behave yourself. Let's quickly go for wellness and health tips. Again, just to give her time to set up again so she can join us on the program. Stay with us. Diagonal it's the Women's Corner with Rose Blossom. We'll be right back.
Tips on health and wellness. Eat real food. Real food is all single ingredient foods that are unprocessed and free of additives. Incorporating these foods into your day can help improve your health, manage your weight, and give you energy. The Snack Smart is easy to mindlessly snack throughout the day, so make sure your snack choices aren't weighing you down. Mixed nuts, veggies, Greek yogurt, even a piece of dark chocolate are all great options that will keep you feeling satisfied. Start your day with a glass of water. Your body goes quiet a few hours without hydration as you sleep. Drinking a full glass of water in the morning can aid digestion, flush out toxins, enhance skin health, and give you an energy boost. Begin with something positive. Wake up and do something that inspires you, like journaling, walking in nature, or other hobbies. Whether it's productive or relaxing, beginning your morning on the right foot can cultivate a positive mindset and set the tone of the entire day. Get plenty of sleep. Sleep is just as important as eating healthy and exercising. From improving your productivity and concentration to helping support your overall health, getting the recommended hours of sleep per night can have a major impact on your well-being. Manage your money. Money worries are oftentimes a big source of stress for some people. Saving for the future, or mortgages and paying off loans, it all add up. Create a priority list for yourself and determine a realistic budget to provide yourself some relief. Tips on work-life balance. Plan ahead. Plan ahead to combine work activities with leisure, social or fitness activities. If you find yourself with several virtual meetings back to back, try taking them while you go for a walk. You could also take a call outside or invite a friend over to work with you. Set blocks of time for different tasks. Designate a time to check and respond to messages, a time to take meeting, and a time to do mentally intensive work. It helps to anchor these tasks around the times that you're personally more productive. End work at a certain time. There's a saying that work is planned to fill the time allotted, and when you work from home, it's even easier to let work spill over into personal time. Set a time to end work for the day and reinforce it by powering down work-related devices, locking your office or scheduling something afterwards. Take time off. When you're home all the time, you tend to try to work through illnesses that certainly would have kept you home from office. Time off, including sick time, personal time, vacations and bereavement, are important ways to nourish your well-being. Find something you love outside of work to engage in. If you have something you're excited about during after work, it will make it easier to disconnect from work messages or end your day at a predetermined time. Our hobbies boost our energy and vitality. When we play and feel creative, we bring our fresh selves back to work. Practice mindfulness. When you practice mindfulness techniques like meditation or breath awareness, you become more in tune with emotions and physical sensations. Paying attention to these feelings help you learn how to notice when you might be suppressing a need in order to work. It's hard to return to that spreadsheet after you notice your stomach rumbling.
All right, welcome back. Yes, Ayobami is trying to set up, so she'll be joining us pretty soon. She's set already. Okay, I'm just going to quickly let you know that for those women who want to be part of the program and, of course, want to share their success story, basically for women. So I don't know, men should go and look for their corner. So if you want to be part of the program, you want to share your success story, you want to, encourage other women, the platform is there for you. You can go on social media and be part of us. Okay, Ayobami is already with us. So I'm just going to continue from where I stopped. My question was exactly what does Peace Hub, a Heightened Peace Hub, what does it stand for? So that people can be part of it and share the dreams and, of course, maybe learn to, be like you, at the success story.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about the network. So Peace Hub is about coaching individuals to attain their wholeness. Because you can't be part of a family or even be in a relationship without first attaining your wholeness. Being in tune with your individuality, your humanity. And so the way you show up as a wife, as a spouse, or even a friend, is determined by your wholeness. Yeah. So when we're able to do that, we also deploy tools, for engaged couples or people who are intending to marry, so that we're able to now see their level of compatibility. And so in areas where they are not compatible, as against getting into the marriage and then experiencing the chaos, we deal with it right before you get married. And for people who are already married, we also deploy these tools to be able to determine and see the places where, there are some voiceless issues that can be voiced. So we're able to see where the strengths, it could be in, shared values. It could be in belief system. If the belief system is wrong, they will just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. You just be wondering, where is this coming from? Where is it? Because they have different perception to things, based on the way they were raised, based on their environment, based on their significant life experiences. All right. So we help, even a married couple to deal with these experiences and traumas and all of that, so that they attain wholeness and so that they can enjoy, what marriage should be. All right. So that's what Peace Hub does.
Okay, thank you. So, what are the major tools? Because I'm certain you must have had some challenges having to build up this. What were the major tools you needed just for someone who wants to be a founder to be able to encourage every other person to want to be a founder, a CEO, as people would have it. You understand? It depends on what they want to call. Some people would prefer being a founder. Some people prefer being a CEO. Some people prefer being a managing director, even though they actually are the owner of. It depends on what suits them. So, what are the major tools every one needs to have to be able to have a foundation that will stand the test of time despite any challenge that they might face?
Oh, okay. So when I say tools, I don't mean the things that helped me to put the company together, right? I mean that the psychometric analysis that we analyze you as a person to help reveal what you may be dealing with. You know, those self-sabotaging patterns in your life that get in the way of your personality, who you are, and how you are able to relate with other individuals, and how you are able to even enjoy relationships, enjoy life, enjoy marriage, as it were. But if I'm to talk about some things that can help you get up or get into this space, I would say that first, you have the ability to be an encourager. It first must be from your patience, from your ability to listen, from your ability to validate the feeling and individuality of other people. And so you're not listening to somebody and you're like, oh no. Everyone has a right to be who they are. So you're coming from the place where you have to train yourself to be that person if you don't already have, those traits, those elements. And of course, you get trained because the native intelligence works, because for every human being, God has put an innate nature in us. Yours may not be an encourager. Some people who can style you even in their dreams, even in their sleep. So for every human being, there is that thing, there's that ability, there's that edge, there's that gift that you have. Only if you will sit with yourself and connect with your source and find out what it is, right? So for being a family life practitioner is being patient, being respectful of other people and their choices and their culture, right? And active listening. The wisdom comes from God. Again, wisdom can be learned. You can put yourself through the process of learning, acquiring information, acquiring the knowledge to help other people. So basically that's what it's coming into the industry is about.
Okay, amazing. So tell us, what was the most challenging, experience you had, even as the founder of this organization that you have, and also being a certified family life practitioner and a counselor at the same time, and still being a mother, still being a sister, and still being a wife. So what was the most challenging part for you? And of course, while you're sharing the challenging part, we would really like to hear how you came out of it, so that people who are maybe facing these things and do not know how to come off it will be able to learn and do better.
Okay, so I would say that in the practice of being a family life practitioner, the most challenging the most challenging situation will be facing a woman whose husband is not ready, right, to work on the marriage. So professionally, that's the most challenging aspect. When you see a woman suffer, literally, right? And you know that you can only take that off by involving the other party, because it takes two people to make a marriage. So I mean, one of the myths that we hear is it's a woman makes the home, so a woman makes the marriage. No, if marriage is between two people, so I have as much responsibility as a woman has as much responsibility as the man. As a matter of fact, if we look at, because I'm a person of faith, if we look at the origin of marriage, the man has the responsibility and the woman is just to help. But in our culture, we see how that has been, changed, right? So I think that's the most challenging situation. And so we just get a way to help the woman in question, right? So that they don't lose their minds, and they don't lose their individuality, right? Again, that's on the profession. But as a mother, as a wife, I think the taking on the learning process is challenging. Like I said, nothing really comes on a platter of gold, right? So you have to build like a resilient spirit. Again, it comes from the place of self-awareness. And so when I say self-awareness, just in case, there's a woman out there and is saying, oh, if I have to be this, it's quite demanding and it's quite this and it's quite... The first, step to help you find it easy is being self-aware. And so being self-aware does not mean, oh, I know what I should be doing. I know how to navigate it. And so I'm just really getting on and attacking it. No. It's all of that. But it is also knowing the traumas that you've had. Those things in your life that can self-sabotage you. Those mindsets, that needs to be attacked. Knowing your journey from the good parts and the bad parts. Bringing the entirety together and owning it. Like, this is me. All right. Yes, that's where you start. It's the most challenging thing, because if you're not in that space, how then do you want to help other people? So I think that's the most challenging of this profession. You have to come to the place of flourishing as an individual first before you pick up any other role, whether as a mother, as a wife, or as a teacher, a counselor, a coach, a doctor, whatever else. So it starts from that place, and is the most challenging journey. But if you get on it, everything becomes easy, because now you're in tune with your core, you are in tune with yourself. And so whether there are finances, you will know, as a matter of fact, if you're in tune with your core, that it's just a matter of time, the finance will show up. You will know. Even if it's support, you will know that it's a matter of time, the support will show up. So you get it right with your flourishing first, and then that's it.
Thank you very much. Our time is already, up, but I have one more question, and that was because of what you said that during the time of, not during, still in the profession of being a family life practitioner, counselor, at the same time, having a foundation that looks into things like this. Now, you said something. You said most of the most challenging position you get yourself is when you want to help a couple where the wife is, she's being torn apart because of the stress or the emotional trauma she's going through the relationship, and you can see the man on the other side is not even ready to help. I just want to ask, I know, just for people now, when you get to that point, what is that thing that you do? Do you end up settling their issues, getting them back together, trying to talk to the man? Or you end up saying, okay, fine, you guys should be separated, should be divorced, or the woman, empower the woman or something. What exactly, how do you fit into making this challenge, work out later on?
Oh, okay. So in such situation, if there is domestic violence, we always say separate, come out of that danger, come out of the trouble. Now we focus on that human being as an individual. And that's because the other party who is supposed to be on that journey has refused. However, the refusal of the other party will not make you stop your life. And again, we can see all around that remaining in that situation, sometimes even when it's not physical abuse, when it's emotional abuse, people lose their minds. And so, you will hear instances, when you go to Arrow, when you go to Yaba left, that it's because of an outbreak or something. So we focus on that individual person, we focus on healing their soul. And then we now help them through the journey of, self-awareness, so that they know, because the decision to, leave that marriage or stay there lies with them. But when their soul is healed, when they have gone through the journey of self-awareness and they know they can exist on their own, and they are equipped with the ability to own their own happiness, then they are able to make a better decision of whether to leave or stay. Because again, it's not your counselor's decision to say leave that marriage.
Yeah.
You have to walk them through the stages required till they get to that spot where they can now make that decision by themselves and say, oh, okay, I'm fine and I'm good. I am first a human being. I am first, whoever they are, even before their jobs or before their roles as wives or husbands. Yeah, that's.
Okay, thank you very, very much. That was a very sound advice. Aside from that, while you're still talking, even I was actually taking some for myself. What you say, self-discovery, self-awareness. You were first a human being. You were first Ayobami. I was first Rose Blossom, before any other thing came to being, before the schooling, before trying to have a spouse, before having children. There was you first, before you had so many persons around you. Anyways, thank you very much, Ayobami Omoniwa, for sharing your success story, your challenges, the interesting parts, the whole work that we human beings tend to give people as counselors, because we have so many issues and we come to you and you still maintain your, how will I put it? You maintain your steez. Let me use that word. You maintain your steez as a mother, as a wife, and of course, as a counselor. Thank you so much. From all of us at Galaxy TV, we really do appreciate your input and, of course, for helping and trying to sort out issues thrown in amongst women. Thank you so much, Ayobami. I hope you enjoyed the program.
Thank you. I did. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And that's it from Ayobami Omoniwa. It's been an amazing section. If you missed this, of course, you can go to our Facebook page. And of course, later on in the day, you can go to our YouTube channel at Galaxy TV News. And of course, you will see the full timeline of everything that went down today. You do not want to miss it. For women who are, trying to be entrepreneurs or trying to have foundations, I know a lot of women have this goal to want to rescue women or rescue spouses from abusive or violent or partners. But anyways, we'll call it a wrap today on Women's Corner with me, Rose Blossom. Up next, news on the hour, and right after that, we'll be having the boards. We're still talking about the state and affairs of the country on the bus. Do not miss that episode for today. Anyways, have a great day, and please always drink water and mind your business. Bye for now.